Welcome to Ecoholics. In this tutorial we'll discuss about quantity theory of money. So we'll discuss about the first, that is the classical theory, Fisher's transaction approach. The Fisher's transaction approach, as the name suggested, given by economist Irving Fisher. He was of the opinion that the fluctuations in the price of, that is, we can say the level of prices are fluctuating in the economy. That is, the main cause is that the quantity of money in the economy. So it means there is a direct relationship between the level of prices in the economy and the quantity of money in circulation in the economy. So that is why he gave the theory of transaction approach. So we'll discuss about the theory in the detail. According to him, if the transaction approach, he said that whenever the quantity of money is being doubled, it means multiplied by 2, the level of prices in the economy will also double. Whenever you are doubling the level or doubling the amount of quantity of money, it will lead to the doubling of level of prices. It means there is a direct relationship between these two. And we can also say vice versa. It means whenever the decrease, or we can cut out the half of this quantity of money, price level will be half. Here, according to him, there are n number of factors determining this quantity of money. But the three most important factors we'll discuss here. First one, here we can write volume of trade, or we can say volume of transactions. Second one, we write a quantity of money in the economy. Third one, the most important, velocity of circulation of money. Velocity of circulation of money. Here we'll discuss one by one these three most important points. For example, he gave that volume of trade and transaction. It means if in an economy in a particular time period, we'll take one example of 1 year, there's a limited number of transactions. When an economy is now expanding, transaction and the volume of trade has increased. So that is why it required more transaction in order to sell and buy these goods and services. That is why the factors first determining is known as volume of transaction in the economy. The second one is quantity of money. So quantity of money is fixed by some law, by statute, or by some authority. So if we take the case of India, the quantity of money is fixed by Reserve Bank of India. So in the case of scenario, the quantity of money more or less remain stable in the short run. The third is the most important, because velocity of circulation of money means how money travels in the economy, how money changes hands with the people. Suppose rupee 1 I am giving to another person. It means I am purchasing some goods and services for rupee 1. Another one, the second person will give to the third person, and then the cycle goes on, that is fourth person, fifth person. So we can assume that for the assumption purpose, if we assume that there is a number of transactions in the economy, or the velocity of the circulation of money is 5, it means the same rupee 1 can travel 5 times or change 5 hands in the economy. That is why the same rupee 1 is equivalent to the rupees 5. So that is why we can say the velocity of circulation of money is the most important thing of his Fisher's transaction approach. Now we'll understand these things with one simple example. The hypothetical example we are taking about wheat. So that is example. Suppose there is a wheat production of around 2000 tons. Here we can say the quantity of money So quantity of money 25,000 rupees. The third one, the most important, velocity. So velocity we are considering here as 4. So these are the given situation in the economy. Now we'll discuss about the first case. So in the first case we are taking the quantity of money as 2,500. Here we can say, when we put in the equation, this 25,000 we have to multiply with the 4, because quantity of money and the velocity, we can multiply these 25,000 with the 4. It means that these 25,000 rupees will work as multiplication of 4 times, because it changes 4 hands. So that is why this comes out 25,000 into 4, that is 1 lakh rupees. Now the quantity of wheat, that is 2,000 ton. So here when we solve this simple equation, we have to cut these things and the answer comes out as rupee 50. So rupees 50 is the price of this wheat. So rupees 50 per ton is the price. Now we consider the second example. If we double the price, now we are doubling the price, that is 50,000. So here we can say the quantity of money increased, or the multiplication of 2. So here we can say the quantity of money, whenever the quantity of money is doubled, now we'll see the effect on the economy. So 50,000 multiplication by 4, that is 2 lakh rupees, divided by 2,000 ton, the same quantity of wheat. Here we can say the simple, that is 100. Now it is evident in front of you that whenever you double the quantity of money, the prices in the economy will also double. So in the first example we took 25,000, the price was 50 rupees. Another, in the second example, the 50,000 was the quantity of money, price is being doubled. So that's a simple example given by Irving Fisher to understand the direct relationship between the quantity of money and the level of price in the economy. Now we'll discuss Fisher's equation of exchange. Fisher's equation of exchange. PT is equals to MV. This is the equation given by Irving Fisher. We are writing that where P is equals to price level. Here T means number of transactions. Here M means quantity of money. Quantity of money. And the V, the most important, that is same, velocity of circulation of money. So these are the 4 variables in the equation of exchange. So we can denote this equation as a 1. Now we proceed to the second equation. So we transform this equation, P is equals to MV upon T. So we are transferring this T to the denominator on the right hand side. So this is equation number 2. Here we can explain about these particular variables. Here we have to find out the price. It means the M, V and T we require in order to find out this price. Now according to Fisher, first of all we define this transaction. So transactions are fixed in the economy because it is depend on the size of the economy. So at a particular time we have a limited amount of transaction. So can you imagine for the case of Indian economy, the amount of transaction in the year 1950 was very different when we compare with the 1980, 1990 or in 2017. So we can say that the number of transactions also depends on the size of the economy. Here the velocity in the money, that is how money changes hands in the economy. So we'll discuss about velocity in detail, like for example, velocity of money also depends on the banking sector, that is how good your infrastructure is. It means how much you are giving credit, how much the money that is loanable and get repaid in a particular time period. So velocity also depends on the infrastructure of the financial sector. Here we can say the M is the quantity of money. So quantity of money is fixed by the some authority. So here in most of the country, the quantity of money is fixed by central bank of that particular country. If we consider about India, so in India, Reserve Bank of India is fixing the quantity of money. So for example, we'll discuss this theory in detail. If we talk about this thing, there is one transformation later on in the modern era, because number of transactions is very difficult to calculate. So that is why the modern economists reframed this equation and used extensively by replacing this number of transactions with the level of income, because the GDP data is readily available in the modern era. That is why we'll discuss the income method of transaction approach of Fisher in the next video. For this video, we'll discuss only one or two things. So first one is there is a direct proportional relationship between quantity of money and the level of price income. That is the main crux of this theory. You remember this equation? This is very vital for the examination purpose. If you have any doubt, recommendation or feedback, you can mention in the comment box. Please give a big thumbs up to this video and stay connected, stay tuned to Ecoholics. Share and subscribe this channel. Thank you once again. Have a nice day.